Hello, this is a training video which talks about how to use the Account Plan Pro dashboard and reports. So we are in Salesforce.com in the Sales Cloud. We have created account plans, and now we want to use the Account Plan Pro dashboard to see how we're doing with our account plans. It gives you a lot of insight by presenting different information to you. For example, how are you doing versus your goal in a couple of different ways. So one way is to take a look at how you're doing versus, let's say, the goal would be in blue here. And then you have some of closed opportunities in green, some of open opportunities in orange, and some of pipeline gaps. So it gives you an idea where your biggest gaps are. And if you scroll down, you can actually see the data and also uh, the aggregate of the numbers. So you can click on any one of these that you want to take a deeper dive into and see exactly what is going on. Another view, a similar view, but gives you insight into slightly different data, shows again the goal in blue, the pipeline gap in orange, and the sum of new sales needed in green. Okay, so this is good for you if you are an account manager or if you're managing a group of account managers. Let's say you want to see what your total amount is by plan. So the amount of opportunities, the sum of that in each plan is shown here in blue. And again, you can go down and see the data. In this case, you will have the account plan name here. You can click right on that to go to the account plan. And you'll also have the opportunities that are within each plan, and you can actually click directly on them. You can see the status of each of the opportunities. So you can decide where you need to spend your time. So it gives you greater insight so that you and your team can do even better uh, on building and penetrating important accounts. So let's say you are interested in opportunity amount by type of opportunity. In this case, we have existing and new business. Whatever the types of opportunities you use, they will show up here. So in this case, new business is green, existing business is blue. Let's say we have a focus on building new business. Well, we can look for, the account plans are down at the bottom. We can look for the green here, and then of course we can go down here into the data and get more data, and again click on whatever we're interested in. Now let's say it's getting close to the close of the quarter or the month or the year, and you want to look for how are we doing by amount by stage in the sales process by plan. So here are the stages of the sales process. Here are the account plans, and it shows you the amount by each stage. So let's say we're looking for things that are toward the end of our sales process. Again, this will show your sales process as you have it in your instance. In this case, our last step before closing is value proposition. It's in dark green. We can look for the dark green, and we can find which account plans have a lot of opportunities in that stage. And again, we can look down and actually get into the specific opportunities, can look at the plan, and everything is one click away. Another thing that is valuable, especially for management, is how are we doing? What is the stage duration by account plan? That means how long are we spending in each stage? In this case, we're spending a long time in each of these four initial stages. That would be due cause for concern, and you can go down into the the report itself into the data, and you can take a look at which opportunities are taking so long, which account plans were taking so long in. Okay, so that is the dashboard. You can actually edit the dashboard and add different reports. You can modify the reports. You can clone the dashboard if you want to. The next area of focus is the reports. So you have a folder with 13 different reports for Account Plan Pro. So here they are once you click the Account Plan Reports folder. And it gives you a lot of very useful information. Let's start at the top, account plan by summary. You can set this up. We have a setup guide that shows you how to set this up. And you could set it up to show you each month how you're doing relative to new sales needed, pipeline needed, and pipeline gap. So for example, pipeline gap is in orange, and you, over the course of the year, let's say if this was January going forward, you would want to see pipeline gap going down. Well, if for some reason you didn't, as in this graph in our test example, that would be cause for concern. And you can take a look at the data and find out what is going on. Why aren't we retiring our pipeline gap? Okay, another one that is very interesting and very helpful is the account plan summary report. So all of these reports show you based on where you are in the Salesforce.com hierarchy, and of course you can select what you want to see. In this case, I have my accounts plans. Let's say if I'm an account manager, that would be very useful. If I had people reporting to me, I might want to look at my team's account plans, or if I was a senior executive, I might want to look at all account plans. Okay, so you can make that choice. You can see here how you're doing on each plan, and it gives you the aggregate. Another useful report is activities and strategies by plan. Each time we create a strategy in our account plan, it gives us the opportunity to also generate a task or an event. Now we have populated those tasks and events so that the comments field captures your strategy and tactic, as you can see right here. And we have used that as something to filter the report by so that we can show you how you are doing. Again, whether you're an account manager or you have account managers reporting to you, you can see how we're doing within each account plan. These are the open activities that could be tasks or events in Salesforce.com. It gives you the priority, the status, and the due date. And you can see, for example, this is a test environment that, some of these are way behind. So it gives you an idea of how you're doing versus the um, tasks and events that you have set for yourself or your team members have set for themselves. And it helps you stay on track of implementing your strategies and your tactics. Another report that is useful is amount by opportunity type by plan, amount by plan. We've seen a number of these already in the dashboard. Here we have the goal versus close versus new sales needed. So those were all in our dashboard. Opportunity detail by plan. This goes into great detail on the opportunity and the amount of that opportunity by plan. So let's say you wanted to see a particular opportunity and how big it is, or you want to look for the largest opportunity. So here, for example, here's a very large opportunity. I can then go down to the data and I can look for that opportunity, and I can decide to take action for myself if it is one of my accounts, or talk to my account manager if I am a manager. We also have a report that gives you stage duration history by stage. So this is the stage and how long they are each we're taking in each stage. Obviously, if I was a manager here, I would be very concerned about our proposal and price stage. So I could look down at that stage and see what's going on and see the constituent uh, parts of that and see if there's something I can glean from that to help my team do a better job, especially in this particular stage. And finally, we have the usage report, which tells you who is using uh, the Account Plan Pro. It gives you by owner name, the number of account plans they have, in this case 14, and for example, when they last modified it, account plan created date. So for example, if I was supposed to have 20 accounts, I only have 14 account plans, that would be something that might cause concern. So that's an overview of the Account Plan Pro dashboard and reports that gives you insight into what's going on with your account plans so you can stay on top of them, implement them, and bring in more business and accomplish your goals.